Hello my beautiful souls, welcome to Laylas Light Art channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jhoanne. Welcome. If you are interested in listening to my stories about abstract art, yummy vibes, spirituality, energetic work, manifestation to some degree, then this is your channel and stay tuned because today I am going to share with you the results of following one's heart. Alright guys, so I have created an abstract art exhibition in the month of May, and I'm gonna, kind of like go through the process again a little bit for you to understand and what is the outcome of it. Although it didn't kind of like turn out the way that I planned, it actually turned out way better than I expected. On 7 to 11th of May, I was invited to put my abstract art in this huge annual exhibition at the River City, Bangkok under the Mango Art Festival. It's an annual thing in Thailand. So there were, I think, over like 200 artists that came together. And of course, everyone wants to be able to sell their paintings there. So out of like the 12 paintings that I put it at the exhibition, I was able to sell 2 paintings, which made me already like quite happy because at that stage, the money that I received from that 2 paintings was enough to cover the basic cost of me putting my abstract art at the location, right? Now, the next best things that could happen to me happened because I am a person that follow my intuition and my inner guidance quite strongly. It's also a byproduct of when you meditate a lot, which I meditate every single day, and you're able to kind of like simmer down what is really your calling inside, which is in alignment to your soul essence. For me, what was aligned was that I wanted to send across like invites to like the top hotels for them to come see my paintings, and if they're interested to put my paintings in their hotel. Honestly, been like my vision since I started painting 6 years ago. And I knew right then and there that I want my paintings to be in like luxury hotels. So that's what I did. And the first hotel that I reached out to, the Rosewood Hotel, responded to my invitation, and then they came to the exhibition and they wanted my paintings to be at the gallery in their hotel from 7 to September, and they're going to do like a media blast on my social medias and my paintings as well. So I'm extremely happy that that happened. Now that is only the first thing that happened, okay? The second thing that happened was that while I was in process of creating this exhibition, of course, like I said, invites to like a lot of people, right? And the next thing that happened was that I was actually at an onsen one day. It was a public onsen. I randomly met a guy over there who is in the F&B space of like a niche boutique hotel in Thailand too, and I kind of like randomly invited him to my exhibition. I'm like, why not? At that stage I was like randomly invited everyone to my exhibition, and at the end of the session I shared my paintings to him and he got really excited. And what he did next, like out of his kindness, was that he came to my exhibition, he really loved what he saw, and the next week he kind of like pitched my paintings to the owners of the niche boutique hotel, which they're like billionaires in Thailand. And things happened like really quickly, but at the end I got myself another location, to kind of like have like an art exhibition at the hotel again, but this will be, I think, 2027 from now. So you see, it's a bit like, it's so interesting that things are like happening once you kind of like follow your heart and you keep voicing out yourself. The next couple of things that happened. So I went for kind of like a human design reading, and apparently my human design reading, if you've never heard before, it's kind of like a scientific method of showing, based on like your birth chart and everything, what kind of energetic signal that you have in order for you to be and to show up in the world the most aligned to yourself. So there's like generator, manifesting generator, reflector, and also like projector. So I'm apparently a projector, and what is needed of me is that I needed to be invited. I need to respond to invites. And so my friend who was like, doing this reading for me, her name is Jennifer, shout out to her. She was just like, all right, Jhoanne, you need to be able to discern when you need to take action and non-action. But for me particularly, because I'm a projector, I'm rather taking action based on the invites that I receive. So she was just like, I'm cruising the wave of like invites. When you are in this like, you know, energetic vortex of creating like momentum a lot, things do tend to happen. Kind of like things kind of like magnetize to you. And that's what I've been seeing based on like the energy that I can sense, that Layla's Light has become something of like its own energetic vortex, whereby its life force itself is beginning to shine bright where people could see it even more, if that makes sense. I had to share with you that since I also like level up on my pricing, the commission that I see has like fallen down. But what I have seen more is more like exposure to other, you know, settings. So for example, like, you know, 2 places that I land on, like luxury, like niche hotel, that I'll be able to put my paintings. I would always be grateful for like people who has been supporting my paintings at the beginning. But of course, with everything, there needs to be an evolution of your work and your ability to paint, and the price point that needs to reflect that into like the paintings as well, right? And what happened to me, and what Jennifer has also said, like, of course, you know, when you uplift your price point, it's like your energy is recalibrating. So the group of people that used to resonate will not be able to resonate anymore. And the group of new people that is able to resonate with that energetic new pattern that you created will be able to come in more clearly. So I think that's exactly what has happened to me, because the 2 best things that has happened to me is this, all right? I am about to embark on a project with a very beautiful soul who is also a very popular person, let's say in America, and has a lot of exposure, way more than I could ever have. She resonated so much with my paintings that she is offering to do like a collaboration between like my artwork and a set of oracle cards that she wanted to create too. And you know, like based on someone who can also like read energy on a wilder scale that she is, and for her to say like she really loves my painting because she can see like the energetic works and like the portal it shows, for me it was just like a heartwarming moment that she can see it. You know, it's just not like randomly you know, thinking of slapping like paints onto like canvases, which people usually think it is. But honestly guys, I mean, if you want to think of that, then it's fine. I can see why people think of it as well. But for people who can kind of like see the painting and feel something inside, that is my invitation for you to look at like paintings from your heart rather from your mind. You know, you will actually feel that art is a language that is not a mind thing. It's like a more like a heart thing. When you feel something that makes you happy, sad, or everything, that's like how art speaks to one's soul, right? And that's a very subtle layer, and a very subconscious level too. So for her to be able to resonate with my paintings, that I set an intention of like channeling through like the divines into like my canvases and like all these energy, is just like, I don't know, like a stamp of major approval from the divine as well, you know, because you gotta have that conviction in yourself first, and then that conviction will feed through for people to really see it. So when that is a bigger mirror to share on, to shine on me, I was feeling like, oh my god, like I'm so happy that I'm about to embark on like creating a very beautiful project for someone that is magical as well. Okay, so that's going to be like a project whereby I'm co-creating another oracle card deck with someone, and it's going to be, honestly guys, I think mind-blowing. I'm super excited about co-creating like this art project. And the final thing that has come out of this whole me having my exposure outside more of myself is that I think this week I got an email inviting me to do a workshop. And this story is really intense, because at the beginning when I saw that it was in the workshop, I was just like, okay, this is definitely not my cup of tea, and I kind of like cut it right away. The next day the lady kind of like DM'd me and saying like she sent across a message, and the message was that she wanted me to do a workshop for a luxury watch brand. And at the beginning I was just like, I'm not one to really teach things, and I kind of like jokingly say this to one of like my art coach once, business coach, sorry, not my art coach, is saying like, I'm not really a teacher, you know, like I just can't, because like the things that I do, I just kind of like channel and do it by myself. It's the kind of things that you can't teach people, you gotta have to do it for yourself. But then again, what happened was that after I say complete no to this, I told this to my other friend, and she was just like, why would you want to say no? Like, explore things first and like see how you feel with it. So I'm like, yeah, fine. So at the evening, I kind of like, hey, I'm so sorry, can you kind of like open up the line again, because now I kind of like rethink about it, maybe there's something that we can do. So I wanted to understand the workshop a little bit more. Guys, it turns out it's not me teaching other people. The workshop that I'm gonna do is that I actually am going to paint for other people. So I'm just like, oh yeah, like I could definitely do that, you know, tune into frequency and like energy, and especially like in a luxury setting, I'm like, hell yes. So I don't know how this is going to materialize, but also on like the financial perspective, I am really realizing that I'm more comfortable in owning up the pricing, the confidence that I have of saying like, this is my rate, this is my price. If you resonate with it, then let's work together. But if not, then it's fine, because like honestly, if you kind of like underprice yourself, regardless of any project, you will actually feel like you're underpriced, and the energy that you're going to put on the canvas is going to be like a lower vibe energy, which I cannot afford. The whole energy thing is my thing. If I have to paint something and feel like, oh my god, like this is so not worth the money, that is really not worth the money, guys. So for me, I gotta have to like go for it, you know. I gotta have to ask, this is my comfortable rate. If they resonate, then good. If they don't resonate, then there's nothing that I can do, because I can't lower my energy, and that's just not an option for me. And so what I'm trying to say is that even though like there has not been like a commission piece like one-on-one before, but I'm stepping up into like, there's more like kind of like other financial kind of like financial groundwork that is coming into my life in form of a workshop, or in form of like a project base that is also going to equally be as beautiful and as financially rewarding as when I receive like a one-on-one commission piece. So guys, I really wanted to share with you what has happened so far in my art life, and how following one's heart to their truest degree has morphed into something beautiful. Like, who would have known that it's going to take me to these places? I'm a financial person. I never knew that this is gonna happen to me. Oh, and guys, if you don't know this about me, I am working in finance, and art is my thing that I continuously do on my part-time, but it seems like it's growing at its own pace, this miraculous pace that is kind of like semi-blowing up in my vortex too. So yeah, I hope this video could be an inspiration for you to follow your heart. And even though the outcome might not be what you want it to be right now, have patience, go with it, have the tenacity to carry on, and you must always, and I cannot express this to like the maximum degree, you have to be consistent in showing up. This is like the key. If you're not consistent in showing up, then no one is going to show up for you consistently too, guys. All right, so this is the biggest lesson that I wanted to share. And guys, if you want to kind of like keep tabs of my art journey, please follow me in my Instagram IG, Laylas.light. And if you really love hearing my stories and stuff like that, I would really appreciate if you can click like and subscribe my page, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.